In an unsurprising twist of events, President Donald Trump, the man whose idea of foreign policy seems to be inspired by reality TV drama, has once again reiterated his stance on Iran's nuclear ambitions. As if addressing a toddler with a penchant for sharp objects, Trump declared from the hallowed halls of the Oval Office that Iran must, and I quote, get rid of the concept of a nuclear weapon. Yes, you heard it right, folks. Not just the weapon itself, but the very concept. Because, clearly, when it comes to nuclear disarmament, thought suppression is the way to go. Sitting next to the president of El Salvador, who perhaps wondered what fate had brought him to this bizarre diplomatic theater, Trump enlightened the world with his musings. Iran wants to deal with us, but they don't know how, he imparted, presumably lamenting the fact that Tehran has yet to master the art of the deal, a skill that involves a delicate balance of bluff, bravado, and a dash of Twitter diplomacy. In what can only be described as the geopolitical equivalent of speed dating, the U.S. will engage in further talks with Iran next Saturday in Italy. This follows the riveting 2-hour conversation in Oman, which, according to Iranian state media, involved Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi exchanging pleasantries, or perhaps just exchanging glances across the room. The White House lauded these talks as very positive and constructive, a phrase that evokes images of a parent praising a child's finger painting. Yet amid the diplomatic niceties, it confessed that very complicated issues remain, which is Washington speak for, we haven't got a clue. The clock ticks as Trump, ever the showman, insists that negotiations need to happen very quickly. However, in true Trumpian fashion, he remains delightfully vague about how long the diplomatic charade will play out before he moves to Plan B, bombing Iran back to the Stone Age, or as he might call it, making Iran great again. The president's repeated threats to bomb Iran, should it decline to abandon its nuclear aspirations, are delivered with the casualness one might reserve for deciding between a cheeseburger or a Big Mac. Yet the specifics of how exactly the U.S. will dismantle Tehran's nuclear program remain shrouded in mystery, much like the contents of Trump's tax returns. I'll solve that problem. It's almost an easy one, Trump boasted, presumably with the same confidence he displayed when assuring the world that Mexico would pay for the wall. Drawing parallels between Iran's nuclear ambitions and Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine, Trump, in a moment of rare introspection, mused that Iran could be a great country without nuclear weapons. Because, of course, in the Trump universe, greatness is defined by the absence of atomic firepower, not by any other trivial metric like human rights or economic stability. As we watch this diplomatic circus unfold, one is left to ponder. What exactly is the ultimate goal here? Is it a genuine attempt at peace, or just another episode in the soap opera that is Trump's presidency? And speaking of pondering, dear viewers, it's time for you to weigh in. Do you think Trump's approach to Iran will lead to a groundbreaking peace deal, or is this just another act in his quest for global ratings domination? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more satirical takes on the world's most serious issues. After all, in a world where reality often seems stranger than fiction, a little humor might just be the best way to cope. As we wrap up this episode of Trump and the Nuclear Tango, let's take a moment to appreciate the absurdity of it all. Because if nothing else, the world stage has become a theater of the absurd, where the lines between politics and performance art blur more with each passing day. So until next time, keep questioning, keep laughing, and keep watching.